And as you all know, the Motorola has just launched its new device, that is the Moto G third generation, a week ago, and today we have that device in here for review. So first of all, let me just give you a quick introduction to this. And this device is actually priced at about 12,000. The base price, that is 8GB 1GB variant, and this is actually 16GB 2GB variant of Moto G, and it comes at the price range of 13,000. The Motorola has not done a lot of things in this device. They have maintained the same display. They have a lot of things in the design of the device. Now it has got IPX7 certification, so it is completely waterproof. And you have a 13 megapixel camera, a 5 megapixel front facing camera. But overall, considering the performance aspect, they have not done much. The same processor is here. So we will be seeing all these things in detail. So these are around 50 configurations, and this is my review of Moto G 2015. Even though the new Moto G is not a big upgrade in terms of performance, but the camera department and the build quality has definitely improved compared to the previous generation. Talking about the design, the most important feature is the IPX7 certification, which makes the device water resistant. The new Moto G also comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection for better scratch resistance and durability. The front panel of Moto G consists of a 5-inch 720p display, a 5 megapixel front camera, and speaker grills on either sides of the display. The power button and volume rockers are placed on the right hand side of the device, while the USB 2.0 is placed at the bottom. The 3.5mm audio port and noise cancellation mic are placed on the top panel, which leaves the left hand side completely free from any buttons or ports. The back panel of Moto G 2015 has a rubberized finish, which improves the overall feel and grip, while it houses 13 megapixel camera with dual LED dual tone flash. Under the back cover, we could find a 2470 mAh battery perfectly concealed inside the body, with 2 SIM card slots and a micro SD card expandable up to 32GB. So that's pretty much about the design aspect of Moto G 2015, and as a conclusion, I would like to say is that this is some of the best built devices that you could get in this price range. It is having a Gorilla Glass 3 protection, IPX7 certification, which makes it waterproof. So there is nothing more that you can ask in this price range. So it is obviously the best built device in this price range. So let us unlock the device and see what are the actual performance, what are the hardware specifications, what are the software customization in this device. So it's running on Android 5.1 Lollipop. So let me just go into settings and show you the version. So you can see it's actually 5.1.1 Lollipop. So it's basic Android. There is not much customizations, no skins applied on this device. So it's purely Android, pure Android experience. That's what you see. And so you won't get any bloatware. You have a very limited amount of apps here. So there is no file manager, there is no dedicated music player. You just have the play music here. So everything is just basic Android. So that in that sense, it's much more responsive compared to a device which is having custom UI. It's very responsive in every task, especially in camera. So let us just go into the dialer and see what are the customizations, how is the dialer looking like. So let me just go into that. So you could see this is the dialer, and you could see that it doesn't support video calling from the dialer. So it's also a custom feature that some brands allow it. So this device doesn't have the video calling directly from the dialer. So you have to depend on the custom, that means the third-party apps. So let's go into the messaging of the device. You could see this is the messaging. So you could see this is the keypad, and it doesn't support a shift key as of now. So let me just go and see whether there is any option to enable shift key. So you could see there is no other option available. So the device doesn't support shift key. So that's it. So the device doesn't support shift key. So that's a little bit disadvantage for some people, but there is a lot of application that allows you to do that even if you don't have it in stock Android. So that's it. So let's go into the drop down menu and see what are the features there. So you could see it is stock, but I can't really say it's stock Android. They have done some customizations. You could see they have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and you can actually invert color. So if you just click on that, the whole device will be inverting in color, but I don't really understand the sense of this function. It's not understandable at all. I don't really like it. So let me just switch back to the normal mode, so you can see you could actually see that SIM card switching is there, and you can also airplane mode and auto rotation, torch, location, and cast screen feature is also provided on the first screen itself. So that's nice. So let's go into settings and check out the other features. So as you can see, they have not provided any option for auto brightness, but in the drop down menu, but you can always go into the settings and you can take you can actually turn on the auto brightness. So let me just first show you that. You could see if you go into display and you could see adaptive brightness. If you turn it on, the device will automatically adjusting the brightness according to the light. So it's the same as the ambient light sensor. So the device does have ambient light sensor. So let's go back and you can see this is very basic Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, everything is basic. And let's go into the Moto function. So you could see they have provided three functions: assist, action, and display. So let me go into assist. So here we can actually put a lot of profiles, like you can add a particular place like your home. So if you entering at that particular area, the device will be automatically switching to particular modes, like do not disturb mode, so some stuff like that. So it is very useful if you actually calibrated the device into different areas, like if you work and if you're home, the device automatically adjusts its profiles, everything according to your location. So that's really nice function. And you can see the actions is there. So they have provided two actions in this particular segment. So you can actually double character chop, that means like this, and you can turn on the flash and you can again do that and turn it off. Same with the camera. If you twist like this, you will turn on the camera. So I will not demonstrate it like that. So these are light customizations. This is not heavy customizations, which will improve the experience. Let's go into the display and you could see there is a lot of notification related functions here. The most important thing about the display functionality is that if your device is in sleep mode, and you don't need to press any buttons, you can just make a movement and the device automatically shows the notification, and you can actually unlock it directly from there. So you don't have to press the unlock button to unlock the device. So that's really nice function that they have provided. And that's it about the display. And let me just go into the storage option. So you could see that this is actually 16 GB variant of the Moto G, and you are getting about 11.92 GB as available memory, and it's all unified, so you can actually install until this memory fills up. So that's really nice. So let me just go into the apps and show you the amount of memory RAM available. So let me just go into the running, and you could see approximately 1 GB of RAM is free. So that's it. Let me just go back and let me just go into the battery application here. So you would say this is the battery, and you can actually see the percentage of battery here, but they have not provided any option to show the percentage always. But when you drop down the menu, you could see they have always showing the percentage of battery. So if you want to know the exact percentage of battery, you have just drop down twice and you could get the actual percentage all the time. So that's it. So let's go back and check out the other features like location security. These are all the normal features, nothing in there. So that's it. That's pretty much about the settings. Let's go into the actual performance of the device. You could see it's very responsive. Any function you take, it's really responsive. It doesn't take much time. So that's the biggest advantage of this UI. It's stock Android, so it's very responsive. You could see it's really responsive. And but one thing I noticed is that they have not provided a new option to close all the tabs together. So you have to individually close every application. So that's a bit annoying. But overall, I would say it's really nice experience using this UI. It's very responsive. So let's go into the gallery and check out some images. So let me just go into the gallery first. You can see it's actually the gallery, and let me just take the test images. So you can see so here we have some of the images. I have actually decreased the brightness, so this is not the original full brightness settings, but you could see the display quality is very nice. There is no issues in the viewing angles. It is having a very uniform viewing experience, and I don't have any complaints about the display quality. If you just look at the performance, you could see it's very smooth in case of zooming. There is no jitteriness. It's very fluid, smooth, and very responsive also. So I would say the device is getting a really nice performance when I use this device. So let me just go into the video playback. So I have two videos, 720p and 1080p video. So let me just first play the 720p video for you. So actually this is actually a 720p video. Okay, now you would see this is actually 720p video, and actually they have provided two speakers here, but only one is functional. This one is just for earpiece. It is not functional, so the sound output is not that loud. It is just like a normal one mono speaker device. It's not stereo speaker. It is only this one is functional. So let me just skip through the video and let me show you the responsiveness of the player. You could see it's very responsive, no lag, no delay. It's really fast. So 720p video playback is ultra smooth. So let's go back and check out the 1080p video. So this is actually 1080p video, and let me just play it for you. So you see it's also very responsive. There is no lag in buffering or anything like that. It's really smooth. So the video playback capability of the device is really excellent. So I have actually bought a 4K video here, but it is not able to play the 4K video. So 4K video playback is not supported in this device. So that's pretty much about the video playback capabilities. So as a conclusion, I would like to say is that the performance aspect of the device is really great. You could see the device has performed really well in 720p and 1080p video playback. So let us go into the camera application. Let's check out how the camera quality of the device actually is. I must say the camera quality of the device is exceptional. I would truly say this is some of the best cameras I have seen in this price range. Obviously we have reviewed Honor 4C, and I think it's a little bit better than Honor 4C in the case of performance. The UI is stock Android, more like stock Android. You have all the functionality here, but you can just slide it and you can get all the functionality, HDR, flash, and you can actually touch focus, and the night mode, video recording, everything is in here. You can just slide it and get different options. But in normal mode, like autofocus mode, everything will be automatic and you don't have to you can't really touch focus. If you touch on any point, the device will capture the image, and you could see how fast the device captures it. It's really an instant capturing. So that's the first thing. And if you still want to focus to any point, you can just turn on this particular button, and you could see the focusing point appears, and you can actually place it wherever you want, and you can also adjust the aperture. So there's a very flexible UI, that's what I can say. So I would like that's really amazing, and the responsiveness of the UI is very good. So overall I would say the camera quality of the device is really good. So let me just turn off that function, and let me just go into the video recording of the device. So you could see this is the video recording, and they have not provided any option to touch focus during video recording. It records in 1080p, and it also records slow motion video. So we'll be showing all the demo of that thing that we have captured. So let me just go into the images that we have captured from the camera. So this is actually an image that we have captured in low light with flash. You could see how good it is. It is really nice, and we'll be posting these photos and images in our website, and if you want you can just check that out. And you could see it's very good in detail. There is no noise in the flash, it's not overexposed. So the device has got a very nice camera, that's what I can say. And if you just go into this, actually is slow motion video recording that we have done from this device, and you can see how good it is. And this is actually the actual speed of the watch, and you can see how fast it goes, and how good it actually slows down. So that's a very good example of slow motion video recording in this device. So that's it. Let's go back. Let's go into other images. So you could see this is actually an image captured with HDR mode. You could see this is really I know you are not able to see it in full glory, but we will be providing all these images in our website. So you could see this is actually image without HDR, and this is with HDR, and I can really see the difference. I'm sure how good you are able to see it, but it is really great. The camera quality of the device is really great. So let us just check out the low light performance of the device. So now we have actually turned off the light, and let me just go into the capturing mode. You could see, and let me just increase the aperture here, and you could see this is the image that we have captured, and it does seems really great considering the lighting conditions here. It's really dark, but the image quality was really great. So I would like to say is that the camera performance of the device is totally exceptional, and I never expected such a good camera for a device in this price range. So the camera performance, I assure you that this is some of the best cameras I have seen in this price range. So let me just go into the front camera of the device. You can see this is the front camera, and it can also touch focus, but in touch focus mode. If you switch back to the autofocus mode, you won't be able to do that. This is actually touch focus mode, and if you turn it off, you won't be able to touch focus. It will or capture the image. So you can see I have captured the image, with in autofocus mode. You could see it's fairly focused, there's no issues. And if you want, you can turn on the focus mode and you can manually focus to whatever point, and you can adjust the aperture also. So that's pretty much about the camera, and I would like to say is that the camera department is really great in this device. Some of the best qualities of this device is the camera and the build quality, of course. So that's it. So let's go back and check out some of the performance aspects of the device. So this is actually Nina Mark II benchmark. So you can see 55.8 FPS, so it's very normal for a Snapdragon 410 chipset. So that's nice. We have a very nice decent score, I could say. Let me just close these applications, and let's go back and check out the Antutu benchmark here. So I have already run the Antutu benchmark. Let me just show you the scores. You can see this is the score obtained from the benchmark, and it's 24,333. Which is a very nice score considering the processor and the price range. It is some of the nice decent score that you can expect from a device in this price range. So let us go into the other important benchmark, which is CPU-Z, which gives you much more detailed info about the processor. So you can see the device is actually having Snapdragon 410, and the GPU is Adreno 3PU, so that's also there. And if you just go into the sensors, is also another important feature. You could see the accelerometer is the magnetic field sensor, orientation sensor, ambient light sensor, but I couldn't find the gyroscope in here, so I'm afraid the device doesn't have a gyroscope. But you have all of the sensors, so that's pretty much about the sensor department. With that, we have already seen almost every aspect of the device. So in case of performance, I would rate this device in a mid-range category. It has got about 55 PS in Nina Mark II and 24,000 in Antutu, which is a very moderate score, a medium score, that's what I can say. It's a mid-range score. So it won't be that high performance device, but you can still play every game, high-end games in this device. It is having 2 GB of RAM. This particular version is 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal memory, so you won't be having any issues with gaming. So we have already seen almost every aspect of this device, including camera quality, display quality, performance, every aspect. So now the only thing left is to answer the regular questions. So the first question is that whether this device supports notification LED. So let me show you that. I'm going to connect the charger to the device, and you could see the device doesn't support notification LED. The second question is that whether this device supports LED backlit capacitive buttons. So the device doesn't support capacitive buttons, so that question is totally invalid. And the third question is that whether this device supports video calling from the dial-up. So you could see the device doesn't support video calling from the dial-up. You could see. So that's it. The fourth question is that whether this device supports Swift key, and we have already seen the device doesn't support Swift key. And the fifth question is that whether this device supports OTG connectivity, and let me just show you that. I'm going to connect the OTG cable to the device, and you could see. Let me just go into the file manager. So the device doesn't have any dedicated file manager, so we have to install third-party app for that. So I have actually installed ES File Explorer, and you could see the USB disk. That means the device has detected the OTG connectivity. So the device does have OTG connectivity. And the sixth question is that whether this device supports video recording in 1080p. Yes, this device supports video recording in 1080p, and it can also play back videos at 1080p resolution. So that's it. And now coming to the last and final question that people ask me is that whether this device can move apps to memory card. So let me just show you that. So let me just go into settings and application, and these are the apps I have installed, and you could see the device does support move to memory card function, so that you can actually move apps to memory card. So, and that's it. And now let's talk about the pros and cons of the device. So let's first start with the pros. The first thing that is positive about the device is the build quality, and you could see the device has got a very nice build quality. You've got glass reproduction, IPX7 certification, so you can't really ask anything more for a device in this price range. So obviously the first and most important thing in this device is the build quality. The second positive thing is the display quality. I must say the device has got a very nice display. You could see there is no much visible pixelization in the display. It's really crisp display, so even in the outdoor condition the display performed really well. So I must say the display quality is the second most important thing in this device. And the third positive thing is the camera quality of the device. As we have already seen, the camera performance was really excellent. We will be posting all the images from this device on our website, so if you want you can just check out the link below and you can go to the website. So that's it. And the fourth positive thing is the performance. We have seen the device has got a very nice fluid performance. There is no lag or delay, anything like that. It's really fast. Because of stock Android UI, it's really fast. So the performance is the fourth positive thing. And the fifth thing is the battery backup. So we have actually tested the device in video playback and camera recording. So in 15 minutes video playback, the device actually dropped 3% of battery. In 15 minutes of camera usage, the device actually dropped about 6% of battery. That's only taking images, not video recording. So it's more comparable to the Honor 4C device that we have done the review of. So you will be getting a similar kind of battery backup in this device also. So now coming to the last and final positive thing is the OTG connectivity. So we have already seen the device does support OTG connectivity. So that's the last and final thing. So now coming to the codes of the device, the first code is the notification LED, the absence of notification LED. You won't know the device is charged or not until you just wake the device up. So that's a little bit disadvantage. And the second code that we have noticed is that the device doesn't have gyroscope. So these are the only two things that we could find in this device, which is a little bit negative. So overall, I would say this is truly the bang for the buck, because it is having a very nice build quality, very nice display, very nice camera. Especially the primary camera is really awesome. It doesn't have much customizations, but the quality of the image from this camera is really excellent. We'll be doing a separate camera review of the device, separate battery reviews, everything. So make sure you stay subscribed to your channel, and thanks for watching this video. And if you like this video, please hit like and stay subscribed. Thank you.